Hey everyone, it's Robert over at Bloomington Acura Subaru. Today we're going to do a delivery walkthrough video on this 2025 Subaru Crosstrek Premium with the optional package. So let's get started. Starting on the outside really quick, just so you guys can see some design differences for the Crosstrek Premium. You've got some slightly different wheels. You still have your gray mirror caps. But something that's a little different than the other ones is you don't have any trim at the bottom of the door like we'll see on the Sport and the Limited. This one happens to be in Sunblaze Pearl, for those of you wondering about the color. And like I said, this is going to be the Crosstrek Premium with the optional package. So option package 14 adds the 10-way power driver seat, the blind spot detection through a cross traffic alert, automatic emergency steering, heated seats, wipers, exterior mirrors, which is their all-weather package, and the power moonroof. This one does have some accessories on it, like a cargo net, the LED upgrade interior, so on and so forth. Alrighty, so starting on the door panel, you have your window locks, rear windows, auto up down for your front, door locks, and your mirror adjuster. Just twist it left or right and use it like a joystick. Also, door handle and lock right up there. Now to pop the hood, you're just going to pull on this lever right down here. That'll be for your hood. And then you got your dimming switch right here. This will be for all of your interior lights at night. Seat, this one does have the power driver seat. So you can raise and lower the seat just like that, front and back. This will be for the tilt. So if I push this back, so I'm just pushing it forward or back. And then the last one here will be for your lumbar control for the seat. Going into the car, we'll go ahead and put it into accessory mode first. So I'm going to click this button twice without my foot on the brake. If I pull my foot on the brake, this light will turn green, and that'll put it into actual driving mode. Apologize for the glare, a little tricky up here on the show floor. So starting on the steering wheel, on the left side, you have your radio controls for your presets. So, your first preset, second preset, third, so on and so forth. Source will go from AM, FM, Sirius XM, Bluetooth. So very easy to change your source there. Now, this one will change your center display. So if I click it up or down, you can see we have our center screen change. They've got a few different screens. The big one is the tire pressure. I like to leave it on music myself, but you can change it to any one that you like. You have your call answer, your call decline, as well as your voice command, and then you have your volume right over here. On the right side of the wheel, you have your cruise control on and off. If I click that, well, it's not going to do it because the car is off, but that's your on and off. And then increase your following distance and decrease your following distance once you have your cruise control set. Now to set your cruise control, you're just going to click down on that button right there when you're driving, and it'll tell you how fast you have your speed set. Once it's set, you can increase or decrease your cruise control speed. You have your active lane centering. This one will only work with cruise control on. Then you have your sport and your intelligent mode. To tell what mode you're in, just look at the very bottom. It's going to be right here next to P for park. If I click S, it goes to sport. I will go back to an intelligent mode. Now on the back of the steering wheel, you have a plus sign here and a minus sign. This will be to change gears manually if you like to. On your left stalk here, you have signals up and down. You have your brights, so we can push it forward for brights, or you can just flash them just by pulling it back once. So you can see we have off, auto, daytime, and full headlights. So I just leave them in auto personally. And then the next stem over, this one here, we can rotate it forward or back. That'll be for your fog lights. Alrighty. On the right stem, you have your windshield washer controls. So to actually turn on the windshield washer, you have to pull the whole stem back towards you. If you do it up, it'll just do it one time. And then you can go down where you can adjust your speed. And then you have your low and your high speed. Through the back window, you take the end of the cap. Focus here. Take the end of the cap and you just rotate it forward or backward. Alrighty. Going to our main display, we're going to say no. We'll go to the home page. I apologize for the little glare. This does have the protective screen on it that we do, or that every Subaru gets when it comes off the truck. Now, on the top of the screen, you have these right and left arrows. These are just little information displays. You can cycle through whatever you like. That is one of the ways to turn on your X mode. On the main part of the screen, you'll have your radio, your media, so for like Bluetooth music, phone settings. 2 or 3 things I kind of want to go over really quick. When you first get the car, click on settings, and you're going to push this little arrow to go to car. I tell all my customers to go in the car settings, change things that you may like, such as the keyless entry system, where you can make all the doors unlock when you grab the driver door handle, or only having the driver door open when you unlock it with the door. So that's one of the settings I like to go to. The other thing that's important to note is adding your phone. So we can do it 2 ways. We can either click phone up on the top right, or what I do is I click this little phone with a gear icon on the bottom, and then it says no registered devices. We'll go ahead and click add, and then that's how you can add your phone. With this one, you do have wireless Apple CarPlay and wireless Android Auto. So when you pair your phone, you'll be able to set up the wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which is super, super easy. Now, on the bottom, this car will bring you to some of the car settings. AVH is your auto vehicle hold. When the car is on and you click this, you'll get a green light. That means it's on, where the car will hold the brakes for you when you are fully stopped. The next one, it's grayed out right now, but that is going to be your engine idle stop. That's the one that turns off the car when you're at a stoplight or stop sign. It will do this every time you get in the car, so you will have to click that button every time if you don't like it. Of course, our phones, and then the driver profiles. I personally don't ever use the driver profiles. There are times where I can see it being nice. I just personally don't use them. Now, you have your volume, HVAC controls on the bottom. So you have your on-off. If you want to change your mode, you're going to click in the middle bar. And that's where we can go to auto, recirculating AC. We can set temperatures, sync the temperatures, and then of course you have your actual, where the air is going right down there. You have your fan speed, nice big right and left buttons. So very easy to do when you're driving. And then air coming out of all, and then your AC button. So if you want to turn on AC, they just have kind of a quick button there versus having to click onto the screen and clicking AC at the top. Now, the other button's kind of hard to see. I apologize. You do have your, start up here. Your hazard button is right up here. There's a little sticker on it right now. You have your volume, so you do have a physical dial for volume, a physical button. Let's see if we can show it here. So you do have a physical button for your front defroster. Then you have temperatures up and down. That will be the driver's side temperatures. And then you have the passenger side temperatures right here. You have your rear defroster, and then your tuning and scrolling for the radio right there. Now, down below, you do have a headphone jack, USB-C, and a USB-A. You can get a wireless charger in this area. It does come standard on higher trim levels, but this one does not have the wireless charger in it, just so you know. And then we have our standard gear selector. You have your parking brake. Then you have your high and low for your passenger and your driver's seat, heated seats right there. Coming over, 12-volt outlet. So if you're wondering where that is, that's going to be behind the cup holders now. And then, once again, a good size center console storage lid. Nothing in there, but a nice deep size so you can keep stuff in there. Now, up top, this car is fitted with just the standard mirror in it. So there's a little lever on the back. You can pull that back and forth for nighttime driving, so that way it's a little bit dimmed. Other cars may come with an auto dimming button right there, and potentially 3 garage door buttons on the left side. Further back, on the left, you have your red SOS button. That's going to be for emergencies only. The I is going to be your Subaru Starlink. So if you're in the middle of nowhere and you get a flat tire, you need a tow, you run out of gas, whatever it is, you can push this button right there. It sends them your location. They'll call into the car, make sure everything is okay. You have your door off and on light. So if I leave it on door, if I open the doors, you can see the lights turn on. If I have it slid to the off position, then those lights will not turn on. And then if your car does have a sunroof, which this one does, tilt and slide so the open is further back and the close is towards the front of the car. And then to turn on your light, you just push in on them right there. Back it down a little bit here. For your visors, you can pull the whole thing out if you need to. And they do have a little piece here to slide. So some Subarus, the whole visor itself moves out. For the Crosstrek, it's just this little piece right there. Now, going to the back seat, first we're going to start off with, this is your child safety locks right over here. So both doors have them. If it's in the up position, that means you can open the door from inside. If it's down, that'll be your child safety lock there. You have your window switch, door handle, and door lock. And then in the back of the Crosstrek, nothing too crazy, nothing super out of the ordinary here. You do have some phone chargers, so you do have a USB-A and a USB-C. If I come over here, we can pull this down and you will have a cup holder, so you can put your drinks back here. You do have some space in the door pockets as well. For child seats, you do have these guys here, so you can see a little button on them. And the way these work is you just take out the Velcro and you can see there's the bar right there, so you can attach for child seats. To fold down, both sides have a little handle right there. It is 60-40, so this side, of course, is just the 40. The other side will be the 60, where both of those seats will fold down. Alrighty? And then to put it up, just grab it and pull it on up. To open the trunk on your Crosstrek, there's a button right here. So I always say right in between these two bottom stars, you'll feel a little rubber button. Just give that a click, and you can lift it up. Now, in the trunk, this one happens to have a cargo net. It's got its carpet floor mats over there. Let me get this unhooked really quick, just so I can show you two things. So, you do have some cup holders on the side, which is kind of fun with the new Crosstrek. The main thing I want to show you is down below. This is where your spare tire and tools will be for the vehicle. And then on the left side, you do have a light you can turn on. And you can just leave that on all the time. It will turn off automatically when you close the trunk, so you don't have to worry about turning that off every time. And then if it did have a cargo cover, it would attach in these little spots on the right and on the left. It's just spring loaded, and then they just come out and slide in right over here on the right and the left side. Now we're going to take a look under the hood. So once again, in the driver door area, just pull on this latch right there. And then a little tough to see, but I'll show you once I open it. So the latch for the hood is right here. It just goes from right to left. There is a prop that sits right there. So I have it in its normal position. Here's kind of a better view. So here's the prop I was telling you about. That just sits like this right in here. Alrighty. Now in the driver area, just a couple quick things to note. You have your windshield washer fluid right here. You've got your battery. You've got your oil filter, oil fill, and your dipstick. So any of the bright yellow lids will be ones you can fill up there. Master fluid for your brakes. Alrighty. For any other questions on the engine, obviously see your service advisor at the dealership, but that'll be the main things to know for the brand new owner. To unlock your gas door, when the car is unlocked, all you have to do is push in. It's that easy. Just regular unleaded fuel, I just go with 87 or higher. Depending on where you are, you may have a different amount, but that's what we have here in Minnesota. And then all you have to do is just twist to open, to close it, just twist until you hear it click. And then locking it, just close it and push. And that's your gas door. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, please comment, like down below. And if you have any questions, please let me know. We'll be doing a whole series on each model and trim level for each car in the Subaru lineup. So look forward to the next one, and thank you guys so much for watching.